What's going on, folks? It's your big brother Trend. You're tuning in again to another exclusive video. This video is not about gloom and doom. I'm not here to scare you. But one thing you got to understand about like information that feels negative versus information that's made to make you live in fear are two totally different types of information. Okay, I'm totally different from the news. I get my information based off what I see in the real world, what I hear real people saying around me, like everyday folks. You know, I'm a life coach, so I hear people talk to me on phone calls every day. I run a lot of communities online. So I get my information off of facts based on what I see the people say. So this is not just me coming up with something of my own personal belief, even though I do believe this is going to happen. But I just don't know when, I don't know how. Lord forbid that it does happen. But from what I've heard, people have told me that it is already written that this must happen. So I don't know what to think. But all I know is the writing is on the wall. What I see happening is really happening. And sadly, folks, we are on the brinks of martial law in the United States of America. Look around, folks. The writing is on the wall. The economy is broken. Inflation continues to rise. People are continuously struggling to pay bills. People are continuously struggling just to buy a regular meal. You can't go out on a date anymore as often as you used to. Nobody's dating anybody anymore. Nobody can afford to date. Dysfunction is at an all-time high. Men don't like women. Women don't like men. Family don't even stay connected to no more, except for only a few families out there who have the privilege to still experience their culture within their family. Okay, but for the most part, this nation has become the divided states of America. This is no longer the United States of America, folks. This is the divided states of America. We are divided amongst our own people to the point that we got military personnel that was made to protect the United States of America is now being deployed into cities to be against American citizens who are getting out of order and who are causing chaos, destruction, and crime in their cities because they have no other means to navigate to live ordinary lifestyles. Why? Because the economy is out of order, folks. And I'm telling y'all, the more all this stuff that's happening, folks, it's like symptoms. It's like right before you get a real bad sickness. It's like before you get the sickness, you start coughing. Then you start sneezing. Then your nose start running. Then you start getting sinus congestions. The next thing you know, you sick. You taking like medicine and stuff like that because you're really sick. All right? The writing is on the wall, folks. The signs are all around us. Just go outside to your local store and just look on the faces of people. People look distraught, man. I see it every day. And I stay in a well-off community. You know, I stay in like an upper class community. And I can even see on these people's faces, they looking like, I am so sick and tired of just trying. I'm so sick and tired of trying to make these, like nobody's happy. Nobody's joyful anymore. Nobody's in the parks playing pitch up tackle anymore, fellas. Guys are not playing pick up 21 or nothing like that. Why? Because, bro, the economy is on the brink of collapse. The American dollar is on the brink of collapse, folks. They got stores now that are going cashless, meaning you can't go to certain stores and just pay cash. They're like, nah, we don't want cash no more. We want just your digital currency. We want your card. And that's what it's becoming, y'all. America is becoming a communist society. It's gonna be just like China with a dictator. Who is that dictator? I don't know who it's gonna be, but that's what it's becoming. America is becoming a society under surveillance. I mean, look at the new phones they coming out with. Look at the new iPhone 17. It's just another phone with the same features as the 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. But it just got better detection of the individual that's using it, where they are, where they're located, better cameras on the back so they can see wherever you're at. CCT is at an all-time high. You can't get away with nothing no more in this country, man. You being watched everywhere you go. Got door ring lights. You got car dash cameras looking at you. You got 13 cameras on the back of the Android phones. You got 17 cameras on the back of the iPhone 17. And it come with a cooling system. And it's going to come with a cooling system to keep your phone cooled down so it don't overheat, so it can continuously film everything that's going on around you. So that's what I'm saying, man. If y'all can't see this, then you must be in another country. But if you are in another country, you probably can see what's happening in our country too. And again, this is just conspiracy theory. I like to talk about conspiracy theories on my channel. But America is headed for martial law. The president just deployed the military to take over Washington, D.C. because the crime was outrageous, which I agree. Crime in D.C., if you ever been to D.C., man, it's not safe. Well, it wasn't safe at one point. Because I remember I went to the DMV and I was out there and stuff, and, you know, I had my little excursions and I was traveling around about. I just didn't want to be there. I was like, the low energy is here. It's bad. It's bad energy here. And that's how I felt when I was like trying to see the White House, and, you know, I was just all up and down D.C. going to the memorial and all that stuff. I didn't feel safe. And that was years ago. So they just deployed the troops to D.C. like, what, a few weeks ago? Now it's considered a safe area. Fast forward. Now the troops are being deployed in Chicago. Well, not yet being deployed into Chicago. But mark my words, they're going to be there. Look at the date of this video and then go watch the news maybe 2 or 3 weeks from now, and then come back to this video and say that I was wrong, and then you can not watch me no more ever again. But I know it's gonna happen. They're gonna go to Chicago. They're gonna deploy troops there because it's a high crime city. Chicago's not safe. You can say it's a beautiful city. Yes, Chicago does have beautiful places that you can go to, but the first thing I think about personally when I think about Chicago is gangs, thugs, criminal activity. That's what I think about personally. The next city they're going to deploy troops to is going to be Memphis. It's going to be Memphis. It's terrible in Memphis. It's bad. It's horrible. You got people out there in Memphis, they loathe themselves over gun violence. They parade over criminal activity. Hey, we're doing it. We're guilty. We don't care. This is our city. This is the Memphis 10. And if you know what Memphis 10 means, then that backs up what I'm saying. 10 or what? 10 or, okay. Put the key in ignition and figure that out. Then it's going to be California. California is going to be next on the list too, because they're not in compliance with the president. All right, the governor not in compliance with the president. You got more homeless people in California than ever before. It's ridiculous. It's overpriced, overexpensive, overpopulated. Gas prices are $8 for a gallon of gas. You got the majority of the people out there driving Teslas just to save gas, but that's not even working. People that drive Teslas are Uber and Lyft drivers now. They trying to maintain their living standards just to pay for their Tesla so they can continue to drive Uber and Lyft. And then it's going to go on from there, folks. City to city to city to city, you will see the military being deployed in your city. No, wait. It's probably already, the military is already in your city. If we talk about ICE raids. ICE was another military personnel that was being deployed in your city. That's another military that's out there. So you got 2 branches of military. Is it 2 branches or is it like 10? You got already 2 branches of military, National Guard, and ICE that's already infiltrating the United States of America. And eventually, it's going to get to a point where I predict that they're going to say, lockdown. You can only go here if you need this. They're going to be at the corners of the roads trying to check and see if you got a prescription to go to the pharmacy to get a prescription. They're going to be checking to see if you really need to go get you some milk, some eggs, and stuff like that. Just like the movies, bro. Just like the movies, bro. And this is all going to happen in the midst of the collapse of the dollar because they don't want people to go chaotic and out of control. They have to maintain this environment. They have to maintain these here United States of America to not be a divided States of America before the new economy shifts and takes over. Okay, so only way to mend that divide is to put the military in between the two parts of the whole plan. To put the military right in between the old way of living and the new way of living. Put the military right there where the people don't revolt, go out of control, because we know we deplenishing and we are taking away the dollar and the value. We're going to take away the jobs. We're going to take away everything. We don't want any more crime to start spewing up, which it already is in places like DC, which is the capital, Chicago, everywhere in the world. I mean, yeah, well, United States is the leader of the world, but this is called a worldwide plan, folks, and it's going to start here in the United States of, yeah. So this is just a conspiracy theory, folks. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. All I got to say is prepare. Beware, because it's like they just putting it right in front of our face, and you got people still walking around here. Everything is so normal. They're going to Chicago. The military took over Washington. That's just what they do. Astronaut. It's right in your face, bro. Martial law just happening silently. Silently. They putting us under anesthesia right before they do the surgery. It's called anesthesia, bro. It happened with the first shutdown. It was all a part of the plan. Rock-a-bye baby in the treetop. Again, this is a conspiracy theory, man. It's your big brother Trend. Shouts out to everybody in the Chosen One School community, the co-ed Chosen One School community. Y'all want to join us, man? This is a community where it consists of chosen ones who feel separated from the outside world. So we come to this group to talk, to have conversations about topics that people are afraid to discuss, like this topic right here, for instance. So if you want to come in, join us 7 days for free. Click that link below, Chosen Ones Co-ed Society, 7 days for free. Also, if you want to book a session with me, book a session with me. You got different services to choose from, man. Choose the cheaper services. If you don't want to talk to your big brother that long, I understand. I wouldn't want to talk to me that long because it's too good. Anyway, but other than that, man, make sure that you get this video a thumbs up. Make sure you comment below. Let me know what you think about this. Are we going to be in martial law soon, or is everything going to get back normal? Is everything going to go back to normality? Let me know. See y'all in the next video, man. Peace.